You know, when we learned we were getting Magmortar and Journey together, I was so excited because I thought it was going to make one of my favorite decks even better. But with rotation, that didn't happen. But it's taken me 2 weeks to build what I believe is an okay deck. So today, we are going to play Incineroar EX.
Always give it 100, don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing, I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble, now wake up!
Prior to rotation, I loved Incineroar EX. I thought it was a very fun deck to play. It was something that your opponent didn't see coming. In Journey Together, I was really hoping that this Magmortar was going to make it that much better because of its Magma Surge ability, allowing you to put 3 more damage counters on your opponent's burn Pokemon, but that's not exactly what happened, and I've been spending the last 2 weeks trying to figure out a better draw engine for it rather than Pidgeot EX, and I have settled on Zoroark, which is great because it works really well with Blaziken EX. We can discard energy from our hand, then we can use Seething Spirit to put that energy back into play, and as soon as people see Incineroar EX, they realize, oh, we can't play a full bench here, and now there are a lot of decks that need a full bench to operate, so Incineroar EX, really every game I've played so far, I've been able to attack for between 1 and 3 energy, so it's very interesting, very cool dynamic. We are just kind of running the Arven Precious Trolley TM Evo play. That's the best way to go about playing this deck. And you know, if you guys find an even better version of this deck, please let me know because I love Incineroar. But let's go ahead and get into some games and see how it plays. All right, here we are going first, and boy, this is not exactly the turn that I wanted, but let's go ahead and check our deck real quick. We do have all of our energy, which is really, really nice, but we have 1 Torracat in hand, 1 in deck. We have the whole line of Magmars, Magmortars. We prized 1 Zorua, ooh, and 1 Zoroark. Okay, so I got to keep that in mind, and 1 Torchic. Okay, so that's interesting. Do we have Precious Trolley? We do, and the TM Evos. All right, so it's good to see that. We can go into that Arven play next turn, but let's go ahead and just play Nest Ball here and grab out Zorua, see if we can get lucky enough to get maybe a Zoroark off the top deck. That'd make me really, really happy here. But yeah, we need to go ahead and retreat the Fezandipiti ASAP. I don't need that to be knocked out. And we'll go into the Zorua. Yeah? That makes sense? I feel like it does. But we see our opponent putting a Squawkabilly in the active and putting a Fezandipiti on the bench. They do play Nest Ball, so thank God we're going to find out what we're playing here. Please be like an Ancient Box deck. Please be Roaring Moon. I would actually really love to see that deck right now, just because Incineroar does KO it without the burn damage, so that's pretty awesome to see. And, oh no, it's Raging Bolt, which is, I mean, totally fine too, because we do KO that as well. And sweet Jesus, they do play a Boss's Order and get that Fezandipiti back in the active. All right. That's not good. Yeah. Oh, whoa, dude, they do have to Squawk and seize away 2 Sadas, so they need to play a Palpad ASAP. Now, the good thing is we are not going to have to attach like a bunch of energy to Incineroar, man. They're going to want to play with, at a minimum, 4 Pokemon on the bench, so this is pretty good. They do switch, and they go into the Raging Bolt. It looks like they can have an energy attachment for turn. No, wait, they already attached energy for turn, so they're just going to have to Burst Roar, and they get rid of another Noctowl. Oh, dude, come on. This is a pretty good start, man. And, oh, we do get a rare candy here. Okay, so you know what? We can TM Evo this Torracat into an Incineroar, and we'll just play Arven, grab Precious Trolley, and TM Evo. That's pretty solid, man. Now, I don't want to clog my bench up, but I do need at least 1 Litten, you, and you. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe we don't need the Magmar in play right now, but oh, that's rough, because they are going to take the KO here on Fezandipiti, which just doesn't feel right. We don't have another way to attach energy. So let's go ahead and TM Evo, and we will Evo up the Torracat and the Zorua. That way we can at least attack with Incineroar next turn, and we have our draw engine established. So I think that's the best way to go about this. Oh, but that doesn't feel good, man. Looking at that Oko deck in the active, they are down 2 Sadas, you know, but there's a Teal Mask Ogrepon. Okay. Dude, so now the good thing is, no, not even a good thing, man. We can't KO. We don't have a single prize attacker. That's the only thing about this deck, you know, but man, I'd love to see it. I've been playing this deck on and off for like 2 weeks now, trying to figure this out. It's super hard to figure out the best way to play Incineroar, and that feels really bad, man, because it is such a strong Pokemon. And when you get 2 Magmortars set up on your bench, you're doing, ooh, what, 6 additional damage counters, so you're doing a total of 320 damage. Like, it's nuts. It is really freaking cool. But our opponent does get 2 Teal Mask Ogrepons into play. They do attach energy, so they are KOing Fezandipiti here. Now, they can play a Boss's Order if they want to try to KO the Incineroar EX, which would be very interesting. No, sir, they're just going to Bellowing Thunder for 210 damage. Okay, give me a Night Stretcher top deck. Give me the Fezandipiti back. No, we do get the Combusken. I feel like I've got to throw away You know what? I can throw away the rare candy here. I'll put the Combusken into the active. Like, the odds of us getting, you know, the Blaziken off this, or... Oh, we do get the Turo. Oh, why couldn't we have had that last turn? All right, you know what? Screw it. We're doing 240 damage. We're going to KO the active Raging Bolt. Now, granted, they do need to have a lot here to KO Incineroar, but it's not impossible. And I just got rid of a rare candy. That's not good, buddy. That's not great, but we'll see what happens. They do promote into the Hoot Hoot. Now, granted, if we can figure out a way to countercatcher a boss's order up a Teal Mask Ogerpon, we can hopefully go into Blaziken here, which would be really, really good, because then we can respond with a 2-prize KO, make it just a little bit harder for them to get this off, but the odds of them not getting the knockout here, super low. And lo and behold, our opponent is already cooking here. They played Energy Retrieval, got back a Grass and a Fighting Energy. Okay, yep, there's no way that they don't get this attack off, right? They just grabbed another Teal Mask Ogerpon. They've got 2 Grass Energy in hand, a Fighting Energy. They only need 5 energy to knock us out, right? 5 times 7, 35. Yep. So, yeah, the likelihood of them not getting this knockout is super low. Dude, and there's the nail in the coffin. They play Crispin here, and they put a Grass Energy in their hand. They attach the Lightning Energy to the Raging Bolt on the bench, attach the Fighting. Now, they do have to switch here. Oh my god, they just had the switch. Bro, Raging Bolt just has it every single time. It's so annoying. Ah, dude, there it goes. 350 damage. Down goes Incineroar EX. You know, it's a great deck when you're not playing Raging Bolt. But now, what do we go into here? I feel like we're just going to have to go into the Litten and pray. I need a Night Stretcher for Fezandipiti here. That would be great. If we get Blaziken, I'm going to be very upset. But, oh, we do get a Pokegear. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start with a trade, and we will trade away the accompanying flute. Give me a little something to roll into. Oh, bro, no way, no sauce. Dude, okay, let's go. Please tell me I've got a rare candy. Give me a rare candy. There we go. That a baby. And we'll just go TM Evo, right? We can get rid of the TM Evo with Ultra Ball, and then we can grab... Oh, dude, that's interesting. Wow, I actually love to see that. You know, I'm going to get rid of the Turo here because we're not going to need that, because this is just, can you KO me? I'm going to KO you, yada, yada, yada. We'll grab the Blaziken. It's pretty much game over from here, right? All they got to do is flip the script and roll into God knows what. But yeah, maybe let's play the Pokegear, see if we get... No. We don't even hit anything on the Pokegear. Oh my god, that's awful. And we've got 4 energy in the discard, so... You know what, let's Seething Spirits to the Blaziken. Who knows? Maybe they don't knock out Incineroar next turn. I mean, there's a possibility. There's a chance. Maybe you don't have Energy Retrieval, but we couldn't play the Iono, right? Since we couldn't play the Iono, they are going to have, you know, the Flip the Script, the Teal Mask Ogerpons, yada, yada, yada. But it did look like a close game. All right, starting out, that's what matters. It looked like a close game. There they go. They flipped the script. Come on. I'm asking one time. Don't have a Pal Pad. Don't have a Sada. Don't have a Super Rod, whatever, to get the Knocked Owls. Just let me win. Please. Nope, they found their 3rd Knocked Owl. I promise you it's going to be Superior Energy Retrieval and Sada. Nope, they grab Glass Trumpet and Energy Retrieval. That is super interesting. I guess the Glass Trumpet does allow you to accelerate energy onto the Knocked Owls, which you're disregarding anyway. So I said disregarding. You're discarding. They do play the Sada, so yeah, okay. They've got the energy in their hand. This painful, bro. Painful. We know you have the win. Yeah, so here we are going second, and we're cooked. They have one of the best starts for that whole Terrapagos, you know, toolbox deck, but crap. Dude, rough. You know, in testing, we were playing a lot of Hopzacian, Archralodon, Dragapult, and Charizard. And now, like, the 2 times that I want to record, nah, dog, we're not playing any of them. We play Raging Bolt, which I need to put a single prize attacker in this deck because, wow. Bro, we had no way of getting or bypassing, you know, that prize trade as soon as it started. But let's go ahead and play the Pokegear. Arven? Yes, bro. Thank God. If it wasn't for this whole Arven Precious Trolley TM Evo play, dude, I'm telling you, this deck would not succeed. But here we go. Let's grab Precious Trolley, not Buddy Buddy Poffin, and our 1 TM Evo. Now, granted, don't let me forget, I got to check the deck here. We can go ahead and grab 2 of you. Ooh, do we have 1 in play? Yeah, we know we're going to lose another one. So let's just go ahead and grab you 2 and you. I'm not going to put a Magmar down, right? I know that sounds like a goofy idea, but I'm just not going to play that thing down. I do need to focus on a Draw Engineer and Cycling Energy. And actually, maybe Torchic I didn't need. Ooh, that would have been super interesting. Yeah, you know what? I also didn't check the deck. Yep. Hopefully we have what we need here. I don't think we could have prized both Zoroarks. Could we? Both Zoroarks and both, what's that middle evolution for Litten? Torracat. Yeah, see, we're good. I don't know what y'all were worried about. Now, granted, we are going to lose the Torracat this turn. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind. We're either going to lose the Torracat. We're going to lose both Littens here. Both Littens or the Litten and the Torracat. And they just have the Crispin in hand. They didn't even have to evolve into Noctowl. That's painful. Like, that just... Why? That doesn't feel good. They do grab a Grass Energy, and they're going to attach a Psych... Oh, look at that. Bruh. How'd I know? And they pop the Torrential Pump. Because why wouldn't they? Wow. Yep, there it goes. And they're even hitting us for weakness. Yeah, we need a lot here. We need rare candy and sauce. Like, there's just nothing else we can do here. We have to go 2-2-2, and we just have to hope that they don't knock us out some way, somehow, with a bunch of magic. So, give me an Arven on the top deck. Just make it easy. No, we do get an Iono. So, you know what? I know that I'm not going to play down the Magmortar and all that, so... Oh, we do get the Arven. Okay, so does that get us rare candy? All right, we need to get accompanying flute here. Come on, get us a basic. Oh, yes. Okay, so now we can just fill up their bench for them, right? But we are getting the attack off. We are responding with a 2-prize KO. Bro, shit. Come on, don't tempt me with a good time. Just give me the rare candy. There you go, baby. Woo! I need a Night Stretcher, though. That's the sauce that I need. So we're probably going to get rid of... I'm going to get rid of Boss's orders here, right? I don't want... Oh, maybe I... Actually, yeah. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the Boss. We'll have Iono in hand. And I could have gotten Fezandipiti there. That's probably something I should have got with the Nest Ball and then rolled that in. Yeah, misplay. Misplay alert, as always. But thank God, we are doing 240 damage, taking out the Wellspring Nasgogurpon, which is fan-freaking-tastic. That makes me so happy. Now, granted, can they knock us out next turn with anything? And we do get 2 useless cards. Okay, they're not exactly useless. They are cannon fodder, but now what can they do here? If they go into Terapagos, Terapagos isn't going to do much, and then Torrential Pump, yes, they can load that bad boy up. They'll do 200 damage to us, and they'll knock out a Torchic or a Zorua, but at least we can respond with the 2-prize KO. We just have to get more Pokemon on the freaking bench. And since I got rid of one boss's orders, I have to be very careful here because we can't just go for the whole evolve into Blaziken and then boss up the Mew play. So I definitely misplayed there by not getting that, what card is it that I'm trying to think of? Fezandipiti. Since I didn't get that down, right, we don't have that extra bit of draw. So that was, yeah, huge misplay because I could have Nest Balled for the Fezandipiti, flip the script into some more cards to get rid of with Trade and Ultra Ball. So yeah, big misplay. But let's see what they do to come back from this because they can't take a lot of Pokemon off their bench this turn. So we are taking another 2-prize knockout next turn. Their best play here is to retreat the Wellspring Nasgogurpon into the Hoot Hoot, right? To buy themselves another turn. But then again, they're still not getting a knockout. And they just sobbed for 40 damage. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I totally would have retreated and gone into Hoot Hoot. Not that I would have known what that would have done, but... Ooh, dude, rare candy. Please, rare candy into the Blaziken. I don't want to Iono the Blaziken away. Don't make me do it. Oh, bro, yes. That's the sauce, man. That's what I'm talking about. Now we can accelerate some energy. Now, granted, I don't have another Pokemon set up on the bench. Didn't think about that. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and Earthen Vessel the Magmortar away. We still have the Iono in hand. Oh, that is something I should have thought about. How much energy do we have in the discard? Only 1 energy? You know what? I won't worry about Seething Spirits that energy just yet. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and take a 2-prize knockout here. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, so a bit of a misplay on my opponent's part. I absolutely would have gone into the Hoot Hoot to prevent us from taking 2 knockouts there, but that's okay. Maybe they're waiting for like a little counter catcher play. Our opponent goes into the Mew and they start with a flip the script. They play down Nest Ball and they grab, ooh, Bloodburn, or wow, that wasn't English. They grab Blood Moon, Ursaluna, which... Unless Blood Moon has a Binding Mochi or they have a way to manipulate damage onto the Incineroar EX, Blood Moon doesn't knock it out, which is really awesome. All right, here's the moment of truth. Our opponent retreats the Mew into the Hoot Hoot, and they are going for... Yep, they're going for triple stab just to try to put some damage on the Incineroar, make it easier for the Blood Moon Ursaluna to knock us out because it will be able to attack with 0 energy next turn. So, you know what? I don't want to Iono here. I don't think there's a point in doing so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade. All of our Littens are down. I need a Night Stretcher. And no, we do get a Counter Catcher and a Switch, which are pretty pointless. And now if I attach energy to the Blaziken, I mean, we're just attaching with attacking with Blaziken next turn, which still doesn't feel good. But you know what? Let me do this. Let me at least play the Nest Ball and just make sure. Yeah, we don't have any Littens, and I don't want Fezandipiti. It's just an easy 2-prize liability. So yeah, you know what? Maybe I do Iono here. Actually, you know what? Screw it. There's not much they could do, right? They have to boss up like Zoroark or Zorua in order to stall me. And yeah, no matter what they put in the active, we're gonna knock out next turn. So yeah, they're not knocking us out. I don't think so. Right? Now, granted, what I could have done is I could have played the switch, gone into the Blaziken EX, and then knocked that out with Hoot Hoot, and then retreated that into the Incineroar EX to prevent them from knocking it out, but yeah, granted, they're only doing 240 damage. No damage on their side to manipulate. They do play down the Nest Ball, and ooh, they get Lily's Clefairy. I don't know why they're doing this. Is Lily's Clefairy knocking us out? Right? No, I want to say max, it's only going to do 240 damage, and our opponent just passes. So yeah, this is... There you go. All we have to do is Seething Spirits of the end Zorua, attach energy to that bad boy, and retreat it. And we go into the Incineroar, and that's game, baby. That feels really good to take that W there. And long match that it was, you know, it's just nice to see when Incineroar does well. Well, there you have it. Just a quick video today, guys. You guys know Incineroar EX has the makings of greatness, but the only problem is, man, just fire-type decks right now aren't exactly like the best decks, even with the introduction of Blaziken EX, right? Incineroar is great, but, you know, the tech cards that you have to put in here, like Victini EX to deal with Cornerstone Ogerpon, bit of a pain, and then, you know, if our opponent doesn't play, you know, enough bench Pokemon, you have to, you know, try to find a way to accelerate more energy to that as fast as possible, which, again, you know, Zoroark does a very good job of getting energy into the discard for Blaziken EX's Seething Spirit attack. But all in all, man, I'm telling you, I want this deck to be good. I just don't know what it's going to take. I think this is probably the best build that I'm going to be able to come up with, but I hope somebody out there comes up with a really, really fantastic build that I can leech off of, because I want to play Incineroar, man. I mean, the games that we played in Trial, like, being able to beat Charizard EX with Incineroar feels awesome. Being able to do 320 damage against a Dragapult when they don't see it freaking coming feels even better. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like, give me a follow, and have a very, very wonderful day. Peace.